Yet another video on the two most loved letters of the alphabet for every news title or YouTube video to ever come out of 2023. You know, the exact tool that we thought could end our financial problems just by typing "Make Daddy a Business." But in return, all we got was some face swaps,
Catch me outside, how about that?
automatic voiceover narration for the most productive social media content ever,
Roblox story, but everyone can slay AI.
and some repeatedly bad essays for school exams. So, in fear of not missing out on this wave of attention for this next big thing, let me put you to sleep with another AI video, because that is exactly the latest human activity that other humans are trying to infiltrate. Welcome to Blank Note. Let's read some minds. Don't you hate it when you had a really good dream, but then you wake up and can't seem to remember a thing? Or, in the best scenario, you do remember it, but in a few moments later, it will all fade away. In real Homo sapiens fashion, we are gatherers. Memories in the form of images have been a thing for at least a century and a half. But wouldn't it be nice if right next to the folder with pictures of your child, you'd have another folder with vivid imagery of dreams that you see every night? You know, just to have a better understanding on the kind of psycho that you actually are. National University of Singapore and the Chinese University of Hong Kong have unveiled a major breakthrough in the realm of interpreting brain waves. Using a very safe, non-intrusive method like the functional magnetic resonance imagery (fMRI), they were able to map brain activity. The data was then fed to the deep learning model Stable Diffusion, one of the most powerful image-generating AI tools. And from the fusion of the two, they were able to create vivid sequences of video footage of brain activity during sleep. This feat has been attempted many other times by other teams all over the world. The hardship remains in the fact that fMRI typically captures brain activity snapshots in intervals of a few seconds, lacking the 30 frames per second needed for video. The team of engineers was finally able to go past this obstacle. So, you enter a room, have some well-deserved shut-eye, and upload your dear-to-heart fantasies to the cloud in the meantime? Not exactly yet. The brain, as you might already know, my fellow brain owner, is an extremely complex organ. The experiment was conducted on a very narrow list of people who were observed and brain mapped previously. Each of the subjects was shown different general images. The wave patterns produced by the brain experiencing the images were then stored into the database. In order for the program to actually work, each individual needed to provide at least 20 hours of footage to train the AI. Afterwards, the patients were put to sleep, and the footage produced was fascinating. Realistic movement and dynamic transitions with a claimed accuracy of 85%. So yeah, they cannot read our minds. Yet. Every individual brain would need proper previous observation, but as their colleague professor at the University of Texas Austin and dream researcher Daniel Aldis puts it, this is like the early days of the space race, but in this case, we are going into the dream space. But if you're like me, you already have some questions about the future usage of this practice and the ethics of the field. Well, we are kinda into speculation kingdom here, so my opinion is just as good as yours, so feel free to argue with me on this. The most basic use will be storage, creating a personal database of memories. Good. The database can later be given to a professional medic to examine and have an extra set of clues for any kind of neurodiagnosis. Very good. Putting pieces together, exploring the unconscious, digging into past trauma. Kinda dark. And in true Homo sapiens fashion, we will definitely want to intervene into Mother Nature's work. What if the technology would advance into putting imagery into the brain? Some sort of Bluetooth data transfer of fictional images that never happened, altering character traits, emotions, and memories. Very bad. At some point in the future, we will be able to harness waves in all kinds of lengths and frequencies. Brains will be translated into algorithms of zeros and ones. Hackers we'll try to break into a more natural kind of firewall. Maybe ExpressVPN will have to offer nap time services. All of the above is very possible. After all, brain and space are the last two less explored frontiers of life, and humans are so eager to go to the bottom of things, to the point that we are shooting rockets every day, desperately trying to create a clone of the human brain. And lately, we are also putting little pieces of metal inside our skulls. Yeah, that's all we can do for now. Speculate and wait. If the waiting was made a little better for you, a little subscribe would help my dream come true. And if you're watching this video from the future, let us know in the comment section. Please, how did we do? Are they reading minds yet? Can you communicate in brainwaves? Did we become cyborgs? As for us, we are here, trapped in a dream, in a life form closer to the beautiful way things used to be and further away from how they will be. That's all. See you in the next one. Thanks.